Okay guys, it's currently Friday. This video is going up in a few hours and I've just re-edited it and added this little section in at the beginning to give you some breaking news. Now this video is all about my masterclass that's coming out through Vanishing Ink and what you can expect if you choose to buy it. Now I've just been speaking to the team at Vanishing Ink and they have an insane idea, and honestly I think Joshua J and Andy Gladwin and the rest of their team have gone completely bonkers. But what they've decided is, as a Christmas gift for all of their customers, you can get my Vanishing Ink Masterclass for $1 or £1. The entire thing. You're going to find out what it's all about later on in this video. You're going to find out about all of the content I've put in there. You're going to find out about all 4 sessions. I break down exactly what it is, but there's about 30 tricks and a live Q&A that's going to be taking place throughout the whole of December. All of this stuff is going to be filmed, and it's going, not filmed, it's going to be streamed over to you, but it's also going to be dropped into your Vanishing Ink accounts. And the whole thing is £1. So the idea is you can sign up for it, you can get the whole access to the entire month for £1, and then if you want to cancel at the end of the month before it goes into January, you can do. But they won't take that masterclass off you, so you'll have it in your account forever. So some of the best material, you're going to find out about it in this video, some of the best material I have ever put together is in this masterclass. It's all with live performances, and there's some really clever stuff, including some routines that are going to be marketed later on at like full value, and you get the entire everything. You get everything for £1 or $1. That's like 25 cents a session. That's something like 3 cents or 3 pence a trick. It's ridiculous. Like I say, I think Andy and Josh have lost their mind, but I wanted to let you know that. I filmed this before I found out. I've just found out, so we've pulled the video. We've added this at the beginning to let you know. If you go onto Vanishing Ink, that we'll put a link down below. If you go into Vanishing Ink, you can get access to the entire thing for £1 or $1. This is insane. It's Vanishing Ink's Christmas gift to you. So with that being said, if you want to buy it, you can, but the rest of the video isn't going to mention this because I've just found out, but the rest of the video is going to be talking about exactly what you're going to get as part of the masterclass. Let's roll it. Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock. It's time for another video. And today I want to talk to you about something really exciting that's happening in December. I want to talk to you about my Vanishing Ink Masterclass. That's right. I've got a masterclass. It's dropping through the month of December on Vanishing Ink. Now, I am so proud, so excited to be a part of Vanishing Ink. I've never worked with them before. The whole process has been amazing. They've been a wonderful company to work with. I've had an absolute blast. And yeah, I'm doing a masterclass and it happens through the month of December. Now, if you haven't seen the trailer yet, I'm going to play the trailer for you where I kind of break down some of the stuff that's going on. But then I'm going to give you a chat about what you can expect and why you should pick this up. First of all, let's roll the trailer. Hey guys, my name's Craig Petty and welcome to my Vanishing Ink Masterclass. Now, I want to tell you exactly why you should spend the time and effort and energy watching this masterclass. First of all, if you want tricks, this is the place for you. I am going to go through over 20 brand new tricks. And yes, I'm not kidding, 20 brand new tricks. Everything that I'm talking about, everything that I'm teaching on this project, I've never, ever published it before. This is all brand new material, and it's going to be hard hitting. It's going to be trick after trick after trick. If you want theory, there's many masterclasses that you can go for. This is all about the tricks. And guys, I've got to tell you, these tricks are some of the most commercial routines that you will ever see. Every single routine I go through is designed to perform to real people. Every trick resets immediately. Every trick doesn't have angle issues or angle restrictions. Every single week with every single session, we're going to be tackling a different subject. And I promise you that you are going to go away with material that you're going to be able to use immediately, whether it's performing at a gig or for friends and family. This is stuff that you're going to do. Oh, and by the way, you're not just getting one masterclass. You're not just getting 2 masterclasses. You're getting 3 full masterclasses, and on top of that, you're getting a full interactive Q&A where I'm going to take any questions that you guys can throw at me and I'm going to answer them no holds barred. Let me briefly tell you what's in each masterclass. The first one is an in-depth, deep dive into gaffed cards. We're going to be looking at blank cards. We're going to be looking at double backers. We're going to be looking at double facers. You know those cards that you bought from that Magic convention 15 years ago that have been gathering dust on your shelves? Well, we're going to take those and we're actually going to breathe new life into them. Then in the second masterclass, we're going to be looking at gaff decks. We're going to be taking Svengali decks. We're going to be taking Mirage decks. We're going to be taking rough and smooth decks. We're going to be taking all of those decks, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do with those decks of cards. I'm even going to tip to you 2 of my closely guarded gaff decks that I've created myself, including the ultimate lottery prediction, where you can actually get the spectator to predict the lottery results and there is no forcing. And guys, I'm not kidding. And then in the final masterclass, I'm going to be going through coins. I'm going to be talking about my favorite coin routine. I'm going to be taking the wow gimmick and I'm going to be breathing new life into it. Everyone has a wow. Everyone does it exactly the same way. What if I told you that you could do stuff with the wow that you never could have imagined? What if I told you you could visibly make a corner vanish off a card and appear under someone's watch? Well, you can do all of that and a whole bunch more. Plus, I'm going to be talking about my opener. When I do walk around, I'm going to be covering stuff with steel balls. I'm going to be going through a ton of material, including the ultimate way to hand out a business card. That's just scratching the surface. Guys, this is the masterclass where if you are a working pro, if you're out gigging and you want stuff that's practical, commercial, real world, resets instantly, no angle issues, not difficult to do, this is the masterclass for you. You want theory? Look somewhere else. You want tricks, whether you're performing in a gig or you're performing in a social situation or whatever, this is the masterclass for you. And let's be honest, as magicians, we all want to learn more magic. This is the masterclass for you. I'm super excited to be working with Vanishing Ink and bringing to you material that I've never, ever talked about before. My name's Craig Petty, and this is my Vanishing Ink Masterclass. So that's the trailer to my masterclass. Now, guys, I've got to tell you, I've been a member of the Vanishing Ink Masterclass since day one. So when they first announced it, I became a subscription member, and I am still a subscription member now. I love all of the masterclasses. Some of them I love more than others, but each one of them has provided value in one way or another. And being a part of that very select group of people that are doing a masterclass on Vanishing Ink is amazing. This is genuinely a bucket list item that I get to tick off right now, and I'm so super excited and super glad to be a part of it, which is why I put so much time and energy and effort into making the masterclass as good as it could be. Now, first of all, I asked Vanishing Ink if I could do an extra masterclass. Normally how the masterclass works is there's 2 sessions and then a live Q&A. And on the live Q&A, you take questions from the audience, I suppose. You take questions from all of the people that have been part of the masterclass, and you answer them live, and then that's pre-recorded and sent over to everybody. But you do 2 pre-recorded sessions as well. And I asked Vanishing Ink if I could do 3, because I've always been a big believer of one really important thing. When you're releasing a product, you over-deliver, you under-promise and you over-deliver. And hopefully, if there's one thing that people know about me, it's that I'm going to put my heart and soul into any project that I'm a part of. And I am never going to half-arse anything. If I put my name to something, when you see that finished product, you have in your hands every single thing that I could possibly think of based on months, years of development and experience and trial and error and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm always wanting to over-deliver. I hate reviewing products where it's a short 5-minute tutorial or whatever it may be. I always try to over-deliver, which is why I asked Vanishing Ink if I could do a third session, and they very nicely said yes. So I want to make this video all about what, because a lot of people have said to me, oh, why should I pick up the Vanishing Ink Masterclass? What are you going to do in the Vanishing Ink Masterclass? What is it all about? I very rarely do sales pitches for my own products, and I don't really kind of think of this as a sales pitch. If you think this is a sales pitch, I'm very sorry, you don't have to watch this video, but I'm trying to answer the question that I've had a lot since the Masterclass was announced, which is, what's the content and why should people pick it up? So first of all, the 3 pre-recorded sessions. The first one is all on gaff decks. So you know from the work I've done with Cheeky and the work I've done with Visible and Beyond Stebbins and Forecast, I love taking gaff decks and stack decks and things like that, and working them and changing the way that we look at them. So the Visible Deck project is a perfect example. Everybody does it a particular way. How can you actually take that and move in a different direction? So what we have on this project is all of the stuff with other gaff decks that I've worked on over the years, and this is the perfect place to put it. So there's routines with a Mirage deck. There's routines with a Svengali deck. There's routines with a ton of other gaff decks that you probably haven't heard of before. I also share with you gaff decks that I have designed and created myself, including my stick pack routine and a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, I've also included in there what I think is the best routine for an invisible deck that I have ever seen, and it's the way that I'm currently using my invisible deck. Now, that was created after the Visible project came out. So after Visible came out, I came up with this and I started using it, and my gosh, the reactions it gets are insane. And it's very, very different to anything else that you might have seen. I'm including that on this project. I'm also including what I think is probably the best card trick I've ever created. And it uses a Svengali deck in a completely different way. And it absolutely 100% puts across what I try to achieve with my magic, which is when I look at a particular thing like a gaff deck, it's how can I take this and use it in a completely different way to anything else that's out there. And the routine that I'm sharing a couple of routines with the Svengali deck, but one routine in particular is totally different to anything that you've ever seen before. And it is so super commercial. It really is. It's a multi-phase routine, no table required, everything, right? Okay, everything is super commercial. Every single thing that you see has been worked for a very long time in the real world, and nothing has been published before. I think over the 3 masterclasses that I pre-recorded, I think there's only one routine that has been released previously. One routine, I believe, just one, which is on the 3rd session. I think there's only one, nothing else. Everything else is brand new, never seen before. And a lot of the Magic Lives that I've put out recently that people have been raving about, they're going to be included. Full performances and explanations are going to be included on there, along with stuff that you haven't even seen yet, and you won't see for a very, very long time. So yes, there's a couple of routines with Mirage decks, a couple of routines with Svengali decks. I also go into my routine Lotto. Now, this is going to be coming out in 2023 as a standalone product through a company. So in 2023, this is going to be coming out as a standalone product. However, I go through the full routine here, and I go through how to explain it, how to make it work, and how you can actually make your own up so that you don't have to buy it. If you don't want to, you can make it up yourself. I've only lectured on this once, which was 2010 at the Magic Circle, the first and last time I lectured on this routine, and everybody I speak to that was at that lecture is doing it. It was an underground hit, and I'm explaining how it's done on this masterclass ahead of it being released as a product in 2023. Just that is worth the price of the whole masterclass, in my opinion. So the first session is all about really innovative ways of using gaff decks. Now, the second masterclass is all about routines with gaffed cards. Now, I've got projects coming out in 2023 with gaffed cards, and this is like a bit of a sneak peek at that, because what I've got here is a whole bunch of routines with blank cards, double facers, double backers, blank facers, stuff like that. I released a project many years ago called Blank, which was very well received, and it was a project all about routines with blank cards. What we have here is we have brand new updated handlings of those routines, plus a whole bunch of other routines as well. I've included so many killer routines in this project, like so many. I'm trying to think all of the routines. It's all stuff. If you've got, as I say, gaffed cards lying around and you don't know what to do with them, I'm going through some of my favorite uses of those gaffed cards. I love gaffed cards almost as much as I love gaffed decks. And yeah, there's some killer stuff, including what I think is the best packet trick that I've ever seen. I love packet tricks, and I've never shared this before. And again, it's been filmed as a standalone product that's coming out in 2023 as a standalone packet trick. But I explain how to do it on this project. I explain exactly how to do it. And that's just one of the routines. So there's like a stack load of routines. As I say, in 2023, I've got some real deep dives into gaffed card magic. But this is a really huge sneak peek at all of that. And some incredible tricks you're gonna learn. The third session, the third masterclass, is an eclectic range of stuff. You see routines that you'll never have seen before. So I start off with some routines with the WoW gimmick. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the WoW gimmick. I've got Hows and Whys, the WoW gimmick, coming up soon. I've created like maybe 10 or 12 really killer tricks with the WoW gimmick. I've done a couple of them on Magic Lives recently. Stuff that you've probably never seen before, that really kind of out the box thinking with the WoW. And I'm going to be dropping those onto the NETRIX in 2023. I'm going to do a bulk drop. But I teach my 3 favorite routines with the WoW gimmick on the masterclass. And I've had so many people ask me to teach them these routines, and I've always said no. I'm teaching them on the masterclass. I'm also, for the first time ever, giving you the updated and new handling of my empowerment routine, which I think is the best coins across ever. It's the routine that I did a few months ago. I lectured it at the Magic Circle, and I got a standing ovation after it. It's that good. It's the ultimate coins across. And it was released as part of a project about 15 years ago. But the project, you couldn't really learn it from that project because the filming, it was just terrible. But I go into every nuance with that. So that's included. The empowerment routine is included on there, as well as my favorite wild coin routine. Now, I put as a Magic Live recently a thing called Triple C wild coin. It's called Triple C because it's the routine I do before I go into Charming Chinese Challenge, and it's a stand-up wild coin. And I've had so many people contact me, big name magicians, saying, what gimmick does that use? I really want to learn that trick. What's the gimmick it uses? It doesn't use a gimmick at all. There is no gimmick. It's ungimmicked. And I've never shared this before. Not on the NETRIX, not anywhere. You're going to learn the Triple C coin routine. There's some mentalism stuff on the third session. There's some other stuff that I don't even want to go into. I just want you guys to see it. But the third session is a really eclectic range of material that you'll never have seen before. Now, the other thing that I insisted with Vanishing Ink is I wanted live performances, or I wanted performances for every single one of the tricks that I did, because one of the things that the problem with a lot of the online stuff is it's all just like, well, this is what I would do, and this is what I would do, and now I would do this, and now I would do that, which is fine, but I didn't want that. I wanted live performances. So after I finished filming the 3 masterclasses, I then shot live performances to Matt of every single trick, and I sent those to Vanishing Ink. So they have live performances of every single trick. So you see me saying, let's have a look at a performance. You look at a performance, and then after you've looked at the performance, I break the trick down. So for every single routine, seen, you get to see a live performance of me doing it on Matt. So Matt is part of this project. How exciting is that? You get to see a live performance to Matt of these tricks. And then after I've done the live performances, I then break everything down. So you get those 3 sessions. I think there's about 25 or 26 tricks over those 3 sessions, 4 of which are going to be standalone products in the next year or 2. And you just get to learn them there, you know, as part of the masterclass. And then on top of that, not 4, 5, 6, probably 6 of the routines. And then on top of that, you also have the live Q&A. And I've got some special stuff that I'm going to be teaching in the Q&A as well as answering everybody's questions. There is literally nothing off the table. I will answer any questions that anybody has. But as well as all of the questions that I'm going to answer, I'm also going to be breaking down a bunch of other routines as well, which I held back specifically for the Q&A. Because I wanted to do it live with an audience watching me, because I thought it'd be better for that. There's a virtual trick that I do every time I do a virtual show, and I still do virtual shows. I got a booking for a virtual show the other day. But what I do is I spend a lot of time speaking to clients over Zoom and showing them magic. And I've got this incredible Zoom trick that you can do in any social media setting that I think is the best social media trick I've ever seen. That's going to be included in the Q&A, along with a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So for anybody that asked, you know, should I pick up your masterclass? Please do. Really, really please do. I never do buy my stuff on this YouTube channel, ever. I never do videos about buy my stuff. I may review a new product that comes out that I've just released and talk about it and so on and so forth. But I never do videos like this where I tell people about what's coming up and asking you to buy it. But if you like my material, if you like my thinking, if you like the sort of thing that I do, I am so proud of this. I'm so proud of everything. I went back and forth for about 6 months trying to decide on the best material for this project. I really wanted this to be one of the best masterclasses that people had ever seen. And I've tried to do what I do throughout all of my career and everything that I've ever done and all of my releases. I've tried to over-deliver and under-promise. So I really think that people are going to love the content. I'd really like you guys to check it out. I really would, and let me know what you think. But yeah, it's coming in December. And so for everybody that asked the question, what's happening on the masterclass? This is it. This is exactly what's happening. So thank you for indulging me. Don't forget, if you want to see more videos, you can do so. Just subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to go watch the masterclass. Let me know if you have, bought the masterclass. I'd really like to know. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you to everybody who continues to support my work. There'll be a link in the description where you can go and pick it up and you can go and buy it if you want to. And I look forward to sharing that material with you. I can't wait for December, and I can't wait for people to tell me what they think. But thank you once again for joining me. I'll see you soon. My name's Craig from Magic TV.